Hello Gemini, this is your 2014 December horoscope with me, Lada from astrolada.com. First of all, Merry Christmas in advance, and let's look at the month of December. Well, there is one big event that is happening for Geminis this month. And one of them is that Jupiter, the planet of opportunities and growth, is starting to move backwards. For the past 3-4 months, it's been moving forwards, basically moving ahead in time. So it might have brought you some news or information or some maybe idea to start learning something new. It's been moving forward in your third house, which is the house of skills, which is the house of learning something new, which is the house of practical skills, the house of communications and information. Maybe you receive some important information which can forward your path in life. Maybe you received some important documents that can do this. Maybe you made some new third house also rules, teammates and contacts. Maybe you started, making more contacts and getting in touch with more people who can be like teammates for you or associates for you. And when Jupiter starts moving from December till April 2014 backwards, you have to revise those things. These things can come back again to you. Maybe they were just like an idea. Whether you want to start studying something new, whether you started making some, networking and associations and contacts, and whether you received some information that can be beneficial for you, or whether you made some plans for traveling, because third house rules also traveling, or whether something good started happening into the life of your siblings or associates or teammates, because third house rules all those things. But now when Jupiter starts moving backwards from December, for the next 3-4 months, you will be able to put into whatever appeared for you in the past 3-4 months in regards to those themes that I talked about. These things will come again. These things, you have the chance to deepen them, to work more on them, maybe to improve more a relationship with siblings, maybe to do some projects with associates or teammates, maybe to attract more teammates and associates, maybe to start deepening. If you started learning something, or if you just had the idea that you want to learn something, now you can really start implementing it, whether it's learning to drive a car, and these are practical skills, learning to drive a car, to sew, to knit, to operate a machine, to use the internet, to learn some new practical technique or painting or drawing or whatever, or go on a course for improvement of your marketing skills or management skills, whatever. Now you have the time, starting from December, you have the opportunity to deepen this knowledge or these opportunities or these contacts or this information to really benefit and make something of it if it was some information you received in the past 3-4 months. So now will be the time to really put it into the practice starting from December. Or if you made some plans for travel when Jupiter starts moving backwards, this might be the stage of, where you can find the resources and the opportunities to put together so it allows you to travel down the line. Okay, so this is one of the big things. And the other big things is that Saturn is changing sign for you. And you will not feel it immediately from December. Just a few Gemini will feel this. But Saturn for the past 2 years was in your 6th house, which meant you had to, revise how you treat your body, what regimes and routines you have. You had to, for the past 2 years, these are the hard lessons that we learn. How to, maybe some of you started a new health regime, a new workout regime, a new food regime, anything, or a new daily regime, maybe waking up early or something. You have to revise your routines, whether they're health or work routines in your work environment, so you can be more efficient or healthier, more productive overall. And often Saturn in the 6th house would give people a lot of work and responsibilities and duties, but helps them also to deal with them. And often it helps people pushes people to really revise their health and really make changes which will be lasting in their lifestyle and their routines at work, or restructure something there. Okay, and Saturn is moving away from the 6th house, so you kind of like almost learn the lessons of this 6th house, and for the next 2-3 years, the big testing of Saturn will be happening in regards to your relationships. Can you keep relationships? Can you keep a promise? Do you equally give and take? If you've allowed someone to abuse in relationships, to take more from you, or if you took more from someone, Saturn will bring this to your attention, will bring it to the surface, will create some crisis situations so you can learn to do equal relationship as equal partners. It can be in business or it can be in personal life, it doesn't matter. So some relationship might be broken down because Saturn contemplates, and Saturn creates testing environments and situations in regards to relationships when it's in your 7th house for 2 to 3 years ahead. And these will be like breaking points when you realize enough is enough. I'm no longer going to do relationships like that, or I'm not going to no longer allow people to treat me like that, or I no longer will treat people like that because it backfires on me, or I no longer will allow such people next to me because they use me or abuse me or hurt me. Or maybe if you are neglecting a partner, business partner, or personal life partner, then you will, this person, there might be some crisis situation that makes you more aware what you have to do in order to keep the relationship, how you have to change yourself and your attitude in order to change the relationship. And there is like more pressure on you from other people, more demands from you, from your business partners or your life partners for the next 2 to 3 years. Or if you're single, this can be a time when you revise how you do relationships overall. And this whole process starts from December, but not every, and will continue till 2017 almost. But not all the Geminis will feel it immediately. Which Geminis will feel this testing? They will feel from December 2014 this change in the wind in regards to relationships, this kind of testing of relationship that happens so they can clarify and they can restructure their attitude to relationships better. Or maybe some of you might cut off people from your life, cut yourself from certain environment, and those of you who are basically born from the 22nd of May till around the from the 21st, if it's still Gemini, so the first 2 to 3 days of Gemini, 22nd, 23rd, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, they will start feeling those themes from December already. Or if you're born with ascendant or moon from 0 till 2 degrees, approximately 0 till 3 degrees, to about 3 degrees approximately, the first 3 degrees, let's say, in Gemini, you're the ones who will feel what I was talking about, the testing of Saturn, the learning of lessons in the hard way of Saturn. And if you've been very responsible and caring for relationships, those relationships and commitments, whether they're business or personal, will deepen. They will be taken to the next level, But if there is something which is not constructive, which is not healthy, which is not right, or, it will escalate to a crisis situation. And it will definitely involve another person as well, in most cases. Or Saturn can just bring more responsibilities into your life and demand more from you. And this process starts now in December 2014, and it will continue till next autumn 2015. So you'll have about 1 year, not fully all the time, but at 3 peak moments, starting from December now. And it will continue, to around next, I think, October, November, that you will finally conclude those lessons. And some of you might even form new business partnerships, but it's a good period to form business partnerships because Saturn is the planet of hard work. Or if it's not business relationships, it's a good time basically when a relationship, personal, starts bringing more responsibilities into the life of a person and more demands. And you have to learn to cope with those demands. But anyway, that's a long-term prognosis. It's just that the switch is starting in December, and you might start gradually to feel it. But let's speak about all Geminis overall. There are a lot of planets in your 7th house in December. And that's just for the month of December. That's just quick. That's just for, till the 15th, 20th of December you feel it. Where there is Venus, Mercury, the Sun, there in your 7th house. Saturn joins towards the end of the month. But Saturn is like a different bird, I talked about already. So the first 20 days of December is like the focus is on other people. You will benefit more if you cooperate with others rather than try to do things on your own. Or if you have new ideas or want to start something new, pass it through someone else, like an advisor, like a business partner, like a partner. Try and seek advice, or try and throw a few ideas and exchange and see feedback from others. Because if you try 7th house is other people and the planets are telling you, you have to cooperate or work with others. That's in regards to business and personal matters. But what about regards to love? Because 7th house rules relationships, commitments. Well, there is definitely, some of you might have to spend more time with a partner. It's auspicious time to spend time with a partner the first 10, 15 days. Your identity will revolve more around the partner, and you'll get your strength from other people, from one-to-one communications. You know, people who are in business where they work one-to-one with another person, whether they're counselors, advisors, or traders, or, you know, anything which requires exchange of goods and trading and merchants and working with another one-to-one basis. This is 7th house, so business starts to pick up when there are planets in the 7th house. And such kind of careers start to pick up as well. So that's one good thing, you know. And those of you who are single, even, you know, there might be some of you that are single. Venus will be in your 7th house the first 10 days of December, the last 10 days of November, and the first 10 days of December. So there might be more pleasant and loving experiences in regards to love. There might be, I'm not saying necessarily that you'll meet the love of your life now, but there is definitely indication that for the first 10 days you can have more joyful times with another person, more intimate time as well, more fun. Maybe you'll attract more attractive people, because Venus rules attractive people. And it's good for you to be around people, or at least not many people, but company, one-to-one. Go for a drink with someone, share with someone something, you know, do some project with someone. This is kind of the path for Gemini to follow, which will be good. And also, Mars moves into an air sign. It will be in Aquarius for the whole time almost of, you know, December. And Gemini is air sign, and Mars is in another air sign, which becomes very supportive for Gemini, especially like it gives you energy. It energizes you, because Mars is the planet of energy, and it energizes you in a smooth way, because if it's too much energizing, when it's in a difficult aspect, you feel stressed and you can upset people. But when it's in a smooth way, you just feel more like gentle waves of energy, more positivity, more proactivity in some way. It's supporting to certain plans of yours and certain goals, you know. It's supporting of you taking a stronger stand, because Mars will be in your 9th house of standing to your truth and belief system. You might have a little bit of attention there trying to prove what you believe in, but Mars really helps you come very much convicted and with passion. So if you need to convince someone in what you believe, or in some business plan, or something that you really are excited about, or some vision of the future, something you have to present, something like that, you have a better convincing power, because Mars is this passionate planet in your 9th house of conviction and belief system. Or even if you have to convince someone that Father Christmas exists, you know, you have the passion and the ability to do so better. Okay, let's see what else is happening. Around the 8th of December, your planet, which is your Mercury, you're ruled by Mercury, joins in the sky with the Sun. And this means that the Sun usually rules one's career, one's social, kind of a public image, and it's kind of an inspirational planet. So there might be some important developments in regards to career, in regards to, you know, your path in life, some important information you can receive as well around this time. And it's happening in your 7th house, so it might be also connected to business contracts. If you've been waiting to sign some business contract or some business exchange, some important conversation or communication with another person, this is very likely the time when it can happen, actually. Okay, what else is happening? Also around the 14th, the Sun and Jupiter are having a wonderful aspect, again happening from your 4th house. So something to do with information, with communication, with other people, important developments with other people, but in a positive way. Around the 14th, it's an easy, smooth aspect, and it's happening in communicative houses for you. Relationships and contacts, siblings, associates, so you might have some important and positive news or development, to cooperate with someone, maybe meet some friends, maybe have a good cooperative thing with teammates, group mates, or with your partner, or business partner, or personal partner. So these days around the 4th, the 8th, and the 4th are basically quite auspicious in doing things with other people, quite auspicious in regards to business deals as well, because the 7th house where they're happening rules business deals, negotiations, business exchange. So these, if you want to do something like, which is, you know, which is important in regards to business and trading, this is the good day. On negotiations or convincing someone about something. Or if you want to do something with a partner, which can be intimate partner, love partner, again, these are very positive periods around that time. So this is what I see for you, Gemini. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the prognosis.